Oh, well, hello there, friends and family. Glad to see you again today. Oh, and yeah, we're here in the kitchen. But it's not going to be about a cooking video. We're going to do some of those, so y'all sit back, don't worry. But I got up today and I was thinking about some things. Thinking about, you know, small projects, garden projects. Something that maybe the kids and grandkids would enjoy. And maybe some of you out there that still got a little bit of the child in your heart. And maybe you're worried about when you plant something, whether it's a GMO or not. I know a lot of people worried about that. I don't, but I know some do. Now, with all that said, not everything's GMO that farmers plant for commercial plantings and sell in the supermarkets. And one of those things you can be almost certain is not GMO is popcorn. Yep, popcorn. Currently, there are no approved varieties of popcorn that are GMO. Yep. So when you see GMO verified on the packaging, that's just a little marketing tactic because none exist. So what are we going to do today? Well, let me show you. So what do we got here? Well, to the left there, and this come out of my pandemic pantry because I keep a lot of this on hand. This is Orville Redenbacher's original. Let's see, right there. Non-GMO, project verified. Popcorn. Yep. Of course, you sort of got to make it the old-fashioned way. On the stove top. Yep, you do. And that. And to the right of it is some field corn. Yeah, well, this is dent corn. How you can tell, see a little dents in the top. That's, guess why it's called dent corn, but it's field corn. And it could possibly be GMO, since over 90% of all field corn planted in America is genetically modified. But the good news is there are not any currently approved GMO popcorn. So you're safe there. Now what you also may not know is popcorn is a type of flint corn. Yep. Unlike this, which is dent corn. Now this will not pop. Yeah, some of it might. But back to the popcorn. Like I say, it's flint corn. What you might not know, it's just not good for popcorn. Nope. You can grind it up, make cornmeal, make cornbread. You can also use it to make grits and such. Yep, you sure can. Yep. So it's rather versatile. That. And like I say, you may not know that, but it's good to know. And if you grow it, it will last a very, very long time in your long-term storage. Now, I would store it just like it is in the whole kernel stage, not ground up in the cornmeal yet. And then when you're ready, you can just take it out and make cornmeal out of it. Or like I say, grits. Or you can even do something, you can boil it and make what they used to call back in the day, you know, back when I was a child and during the Depression, cornmeal mush. Yep. I've never done that. I'm not sure how tasty it is. Might try it sometime. So, what we're going to do is take out some of this popcorn seed and we're going to take it out and plant it. But we're not going to plant it in the ground. We're going to plant it in some pots. Just like I did for the very first time when I planted about 4 corn seed in a little styrofoam paper cup, or styrofoam plastic cup, in the 4th grade. Because it was during that time here in North Alabama that I became fascinated with growing veggies. I mean, I waited for that seed to come up, saw it break through the soil, grow into corn stalks. I transplanted it, it tasseled. I was ever so thrilled. Yep. And that sort of got me going on my journey for gardening. So let's head on out. And we're going to take a few seeds out of this old popcorn jar right here. And we're going to get them planted and see what comes of it. So, let's take a walk outside. Yep, today, Wednesday. I think it's May the 27th. Yep, and it's still nice and damp out here. Quite overcast. Yep. And that's why I figured I'd do this little project. It's not that I need popcorn. I have about 20 pounds set aside long-term storage. I do enjoy my popcorn, but I also enjoy taking it, making a cornmeal out of it. I mean, you can use a blender, coffee grinder, or you can get you one of them there fancy grain mills. Yep. Oh, of course, there's Elrod. He's with me. So we're going to be putting this in a pot. And what we're going to do is going to use one of our old nursery pots here that we've saved forever. That'll be okay, Elrod? He says that'll be okay. So we're going to take it on in to the compost, where we still got some of our plant soil right here in the old bucket. Yep, we do. So let me get this pot filled up with some dirt, and I'll add some leaves to the bottom to cover up those drainage holes. So the first thing we want to do is just cover up those drainage holes in that bottom of that pot. We're going to take a little bit of leaf and grass that we raked up, throw in the bottom there. Now, I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding y'all. Then we're just going to take some of that fine soil mix, you know, that I make up with the clay, natural soil, and that. Compost. I have a video on that and y'all watched it. Maybe you're making up some too. And we're just going to fill it on up. Ain't hard. Take the rock out. Now, Magoo's right there staring up at me. Supervising, of course. There we go. That should be plenty. Don't want to fill it all the way up top, do we? Magoo, you gonna jump up here and check this out? Huh? Well, you may or may not. So then all we're gonna do, we're gonna stick it over here where we get a little bit better lighting. Yep. And now we got to get the seed. Don't we, Magoo? You gonna wander off, or you gonna help Papa out? Oh, you're gonna stretch a little bit. Well, let me get you all set up somewhere, and we'll get on with this little project for the kitties. Right, Magoo? Elrod. It's good to have both of you with me today, checking things out. Oh, you're so tuckered out, aren't you, Magoo? It's not even noon yet. And look at you two rascals. Just lounging. Okay. Let me go find where I put that seed, okay? You know where it's at, Elrod? Do you? No, you're just gonna head bump him. And Magoo's gonna look cute. You know, Magoo's the star. And poor little Elrod, he's trying. Aren't you, Elrod? You're trying to cut in on Magoo's camera time. Aren't you? Oh yeah. Show him there, boy. Show him. Oh, show him standing up. You the kitty. Can you? Oh, so playful. Yep. Now Magoo wants to play with you. Okay. Well, let me get on with this little video and our little kitty project. Okay. So y'all, all we did was we took some of that Orville Redenbach popcorn seed out of the jar and just dropped some on in there in a brown paper bag so we can get it on out here. And it ain't hard. You've got that pot filled up. We're going to set some seed in there. Oh, about 3 inches apart. Sort of around, somewhat in a circle. And do you know, Native Americans, that's how they plant. They plant their corn in hills. What we're going to do, we're going to put 6 seeds in there. Yep, that's all. Let me bring you down here, show you what we got. You can see right there, got the seeds all in the pot. And all we're going to do now is pop them down about 1/2 inch to 1 inch with our little finger, index finger, planting finger. There we go. And of course, Cleo showed up. Check on things. Magoo's wandered off. So, we'll just smooth that right out, give it a little light packing. Right there. And now, it's ready to get some water. And that's all there is to it. Now, if the seed is viable, which I truly believe it will be, because that was a fairly new jar of Redenbacher popcorn. Right, Magoo? Nope. Right, Elrod? Magoo's over to the left of me. And that, I just bought that a few months back. Throw some more in the pandemic pantry. Of course, there's Magoo checking out to make sure Papa did it right. Right, Magoo? Of course, there's Cleo. And then lounging is Elrod. So, yep, the whole Kitty Krew's here with me, supervising old Papa, planting a little bit of corn in a pot. And like I say, this ain't rocket science. Nope. Now we're going to take it out, give it a little bit of water. Yep, we sure are. Of course, got rain coming in. So, it's probably going to get wet if I just leave it a while. But I'm going to set it right there by the old planting table, which I wanted to show you. A little bit worried, you know, those old zucchini seeds I planted about a week back. There was 4 seeds I planted, and they were from that survival seed vault that I bought in 2012. Well, that makes them, what, 8 years old? Well, one finally came up. Now, I'm not sure about the other 3. At least we're going to have one zucchini plant. Of course, that's only a germination rate of 25%. But it's something good to know. If you've kept seeds and they're getting rather old and long in the tooth too. So that's good news. Now I'll tell you one thing. If you've ever planted and grown zucchini, don't plant too much, because you will have a bounty. That one plant's probably going to be all I'll need. Maybe 2. but most times one will just flood you with enough zucchini, and you remember, just me, old Mr. Tom, kitties don't much care for it. So we got to go up and get the hose. Unless I have some water left in my old watering can. Nope. None in that one. And the kitties were up here playing with this one, as you can see. And then, of course, I left old wand out laying in the yard when I hooked up to the sprinkler hose a day or two back to water this old clothesline plant after I put the netting around it. Now, if it'll dry up for a day or two, I can mow grass and get some good mulch all over this ground. So let me set y'all to the side, get this hose disconnected, and get that watering can that's thrown over in the yard as a play toy for the Kitty Krew filled back up. Yep, got the old watering can over here, filling it up quickly with the hose. Now if it's been sitting up with all this rain, it had some of that good God-given rainwater in it. But like I say, the kids like to knock it all around and play with it. So, didn't have no rainwater in it. Now we planted the corn, popcorn. Good old Redenbacher, non-GMO. And we're just going to water it in, because that plant mix soil is a little bit dry. And we got, like I say, we got rain coming in, probably in later this afternoon. So it's going to get plenty of rain. And then, like all things, y'all will be able to see if indeed it comes up and grows. Now I sort of got confidence in it, because this was another project I used to do with my own children. And that's where you develop that desire to get the kids involved. You know, you can even do this with microwave corn. Yeah, it's gonna have some oil or synthetics on it, but here again, the corn kernels in it are non-GMO. And will they sprout and grow? Yep, they will. Because that's the magic of this little project. You take something that kids are familiar with, or grandkids, cut the bag open, or open the jar, take out a few seeds. You can head out into the yard, your garden area, plant you some of the popcorn. It will come up, it'll grow, they'll watch it and check on it. And what kid, or kids, don't love popcorn? Or adults for that matter. So it's just another way of getting the children and grandchildren interested in growing some of their own food. And like I say, non-GMO popcorn is excellent for long-term storage. Yep. You can put it up in mason jars, buckets, Mylar bag, oxygen absorber, and it'll last a long time. I've taken popcorn out that I've had stored for up to 8 to 10 years, threw it in a pot with a little bit of oil, salt, some seasoning that I like. It's still popped, and it was still good. So maybe this will be something you want to try. But for nothing more, something neat to do with the kiddies. Like I say, I really don't need no more popcorn. But I was just thinking, reminiscing about my own children, and this popped into my mind when I was popping a little popcorn last night as a midnight snack for, you know, me and Miss Trixie. Now she don't much eat it very much. She'll eat a few kernels, popcorn, but then she just sort of plays around with it, bats it all over the kitchen floor, and I got to come on in, sweep it on up, and put it away. I'm sure Magoo would be the same way. Of course, you can see he's over here checking me out. What do you think, Magoo? No, he's going to play in the water that's dribbling out of the watering can. Your head's getting wet, Magoo. It's moving, so he wants to play with it. And in the course of that, you know, try and drink a little bit too. Magoo, your head's getting all wet. Look at you. What's with the water, man? I put out a fresh bowl of water for you every morning. You think that's special because Papa put it in his special magic can? Or it's just something cool to play with? Well, you can see, Magoo, it don't take much to keep him occupied. Now look at you. You got little water droplets all over your head. Oh. You are something else, aren't you? If I sprinkle some on you, would you take a bath? Huh? I guarantee you he wouldn't. Here, Papa will make some more come out. You want to play with it? Nope. Well, you sure are wet now on the head. And of course there's Cleo standing back. And her sidekick Elrod right behind her. I'm sure you can all hear the birds. Now last night we didn't have no damage from the deer. They didn't come by. It was raining pretty much off and on all throughout the night. Of course, I got to get something put up around my little planting over there. And that's what we're going to do in a minute. Of course, I'm going to let y'all all go back to what you was doing, because that's not going to be exciting. Just driving some poles, put something up sort of keep deer off things. But I hope you do think about this little project. Maybe you got a little pot, you can use a cardboard box if that's all you got, and you'll give it to your kids or grandkids, or you know, yourself. And I'll put you in a little bit of popcorn. If you got ground open and ready, you can put it in there too. I'm just going to put a little bit in a pot just for kicks and giggles. So, there we have it. Like I always say, not rocket science. Is it, guys? Magoo, you picked the worst times to be cleaning up your rear end. Oh my God. Whew. That little volunteer park swapper tomato starting to look really fine. Yep. Got to figure out a place to plant it too. Now, one viewer, or at least one, on the last video commented that where the truck was sitting, I should use that ground to do some planting. And I got to thinking about that. Probably a good idea. But you know, I got the tree service coming in about 2 weeks, and they're going to be dropping stuff all around this big oak and moving their bucket truck around. So I might do that, but I'll have to wait till the tree service comes. And this does get full sun for about 8 hours a day. So this might be a good place to start a little plot. Put in some of those tomatoes and peppers I got growing off, okra, and who knows what. So, appreciate the suggestion. We'll see how it goes after the tree service comes and goes. Now, I should have plenty to put in there if I want to. And everything else is looking fine. Oh, it's a nice cool day. Of course, the humidity's nearly 90%. What's up, Magoo? You just running around enjoying life? Me too. So y'all, with all that said, we did a little project, give you something to do. If you're like me and stuck at home, which I feel is a blessing. Some don't. Or may I say many don't. But I do. I got the Kitty Krew, Miss Tricks, got all of y'all. Life's good. So with that said, till I see you on the next video, remember to pray for our community and those in special need, our essential workers, first responders, and those who have no choice but to work. And look down through the comments if you get time. Just like I did this morning. We have several fine people in our community that are in need of your prayers. And they've asked for them. And each night, we should be praying for their full recovery and to be delivered. Not only from their health issues, but from the problems in their life. And I thank you, if you will. So y'all, take care, stay safe, and God bless you as you bless others. Goodbye for now. Magoo, what you got there? Are you the mighty hunter? What you got? Grasshopper? Fly? You got something you're after. What is it? I can't even see it, guy. It's got to be super tiny. You know, old Papa's eyes are getting old. Never thought I'd wear glasses. Gosh. Just what happens when you get old, Magoo. I don't know what's going to happen to you when you get old. Hopefully we won't have to buy you glasses too. Right? Are you going to say goodbye? You ain't much of a talker, are you? It's you, Papa's little boy, aren't you? No. Your allergies acting up today? Well, so are mine. Sort of goes that way with the humidity. Okay. Let me turn the camera off and I'll give you some good huggins and rubbins, okay? Okay? Yep. Papa loves you too. Later, all.